Hi, I'm Victor Brick, and welcome to Fit Tip number 39, Back Relief. The American Chiropractic Association estimates that 80% of Americans will experience back pain during their lifetime, and 50% of Americans will complain about back pain this year alone. Now, while there are many exercises to help stretch and strengthen the back, one of the easiest ways to help relieve discomfort and back pain is to try to maintain the proper arch in your back, in the middle of your back, which is called the thoracic region. Now, if you notice this model of a spinal cord, and this is as if you're looking forward as I'm standing, you have a soft S curve of your spinal column. And it curves back in the cervical region up around the neck, and then forward in the thoracic region, which is the middle of the back, and then backwards again in the lumbar region. And what happens when you're seated a lot of the time, or if you slump, or you spend a lot of time driving, is you begin to lose some of this arch in the middle of your back, and you begin to put pressure on these discs that are between your spinal, between your vertebrae. And a lot of times the disc will swell and will either slip a little bit even and begin to put pressure on the nerves coming out of the spinal column. And of course, if they put too much pressure on these nerves, you have acute pain. So one of the things you want to do is maintain this nice soft forward arch here in the thoracic region. One of the easiest ways to do that is by use of a pillow while you're seated, while you're driving, while you're working at a desk. And while any pillow will help somewhat, any small pillow, I recommend getting a pillow that is especially designed for this purpose. And you can get one of these back pillows with these back rolls online at any one of a number of places. Some of them have belts that you can strap on, but you don't really need to do that. You can get a roll like this, and I recommend getting two rolls, one for your car and one to keep at your office, whether it be at work or at home, wherever you spend the most time, so that you can use it while you're sitting. And you simply put it in the middle of your back while you're seated. I actually take it when I fly in planes as well, and it really helps relieve a lot of that pressure on your back and helps relieve a lot of that discomfort. Now, if you have real back pain, or if you really have an issue with your back, you really need to see a physical therapist or another qualified medical professional, because you don't want to mess around with back pain if I said you really have something that needs medical attention. We close every Fit Tip with a fitness quiz and with a corny joke of the day. The fitness quiz from last week was, what is cholera? Cholera is an illness of the intestine caused by the bacterium cholera vibrio, and its symptoms are diarrhea. Now, usually the symptoms are mild, but it can be quite severe. The fitness quiz for this week is, what is the difference between a pandemic and an epidemic? What is the difference between a pandemic and an epidemic? You can email your answers to info@brickbodies.com. And the corny joke of the day? The corny joke of the day is, why was the cookie crying? Why was the cookie crying? Because his mother had been away for so long. Now, if you enjoyed this Fit Tip and you'd like to send it to a friend, you can hit the forward button at the bottom of this screen. And if you'd like to get a text version of this Fit Tip, you can log on to our website at brickbodies.com. That's it for today. See you at 100 years, that is.